answer this question, sir?
He's just smiling. About that, we just wanna eat the money.
Y.A.D Totiro.
What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing good. Today we have a little video. We got citizen concerned in the building. Vampires sucking South Africans dry. Let's tap in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the disrespectful thieves are at it again. They're about to give themselves even more money for stealing, for being corrupt and lazy. Meanwhile, you or someone you know is either being retrenched or being overwhelmed by drug dealers or illegal foreigners or no electricity or water or a combination of these. They just don't care about you and I.
A salary increase is on the cards for public office bearers. That's if the president gives the nod. The Independent Commission for the Remuneration of Public Office Bearers says the salary hike is an adjustment for the cost of living. If approved, this could see the president earning more by over 137,000 rand a year, bringing his salary to 3.4 million annually. The deputy president could get an annual increase of just under 130,000 rand a year, bringing his salary to 3.2 million a year. Cabinet ministers could see a salary hike of 110,000 rand. Deputy ministers, the speaker, premiers, executive mayors, and the chief justice could also see higher salaries. The auditor general could see her salary go up by 233,000 rand, bringing her annual salary to just under 6 million. The public protector could see an increase of over 106,000 rand a year, bringing her annual salary to 2.7 million.
Companies are closing down and retrenching left, right, and center. Law enforcement officials are found to be corrupt to unbelievable degrees. Murderers seem to be in paradise. So many shot here, so many dead there. Drug dealers, rapists, and many other criminals are allowed to roam free. Illegal immigration is on steroids.
More than 600 undocumented foreign nationals trying to cross into South Africa have been arrested at the border crossing since the new year with the help of drones.
Poor service delivery has become the order of the day. And we are supposed to look on and assume that all is well. We are supposed to allow them to have these clearly undeserved salary increases. And if they deserve the increase, why would they not allow performance reviews to take place? Look at this.
These people, they are getting a salary increase while things are looking bad. While some of the things are still fixed. You know, the basic things are still shaking. It's not going good. You guys are having salary increases. You guys,
look at this.
It's not based on performance per se, but I really do believe that this commission that has come to that understanding and that solution did that based on a number of issues that has to do with cost of living and many other factors that affect such a result.
That's right, fellow South Africans. It's not about their performance. It's all about the cost of living. Cost of living, huh? Do they think that they know more about cost of living than the citizens who pay their ridiculous salaries? Millions of South Africans get their salaries and that's it, regardless of the cost of living. When the companies we work at perform well, that's when we get the increases. And even when the company has performed well, they measure our individual performance to determine if we deserve an increase. But not the politicians. You see, the politicians get the increase regardless of their performance or the performance of the nation's economy. We have to buy our own cars. We pay for our own fuel or taxi and bus fares. We have to buy our own houses. We buy our own laptops, cell phones, and airtime. We are responsible for our own security. But hey, these politicians who don't share these financial responsibilities, these politicians who enjoy the senseless perks of having citizens pay for everything that surrounds them, get to be paid millions and still increase their salaries by 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 rand. These people who don't use.
They're even informing it in the news. Our president will gain 200,000 more in his salary. What about the people though? Like, are those the news we really want as South Africans right now? How much are all these positions in the parliament and the politicians are making in a year? Is this what we really want as we want to hear in the news? No. We want to hear that this place is fixed. This is, under control. We are attacking this next. You get what I'm saying? Like, growth as a country. We don't really care much about how much are you guys making. I mean, we know the president is making money and these people, the higher ups, but you don't have to put it on the news. Like, oh, no, they're making millions. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of that. We don't care about that. Fix what needs to be fixed.
Their own fuel to go to work, these people who use cars bought and fueled by your taxes, these people that live in houses paid for by you, these people who fly to Cape Town or to Johannesburg at your cost, still come to the annual conclusion that they need a salary increase to match the cost of living. How sick do we all have to be to believe that this system makes sense? To wake up and go to sleep and keep the cycle going like there's nothing alarming here. And who is worse in this equation? The vampires that are sucking us dry, or the citizens who keep extending their necks to be sucked dry? You are more than happy to protest when an employer says that there's no salary increase, but you turn a blind eye when those whose decisions lead to your company failing to give you an increase demand this 4% increase at your cost. Yeah, no?
That we're receiving or will be receiving an amount of 156 million.
156.
156.
That's the total equitable share.
Correct, Chair.
Budgets for salaries?
And then employees' salaries amounts to 141 million.
141.
Correct, Chair.
And then 12 million goes to
councillors' remunerations will amount to 12 million.
And what would you say is the services that you have rendered for 160 million? 155 million because it's already overshooting?
Chairperson, it is overshooting. I think maybe to come to the question of the investment amount that we once had. To cover those services, we've been using that investment to do.
No, that's not the question. The question is, you've now paid yourselves and councillors and everyone.
This nigga shaking. They're like, nah, the money is, high. Well, what's going on? No.
155 million. You received 150 million, and I'm asking you, you get paid to do what?
Do you remember when we saw the ANC asking junior ANC?
Damn, bruh. What?
Members about how much they earned and what work they were supposed to do to earn what they were paid. We mentioned that these people only get their juniors in trouble, but they will not do the same things on themselves or on other senior ANC members. They will not do the things that they claim to be advocating for. They are cowards and they are hypocrites.
Now, government is giving you 141 million plus 12 million is almost 155 million. 153, okay, to be exact. 153. So you're already short by 3 million. Leave that fact. Let's just deal with the fact that now you've got the money. Then, what do you do with it? What do you do then to get paid? What is it that you're doing to get paid?
Chairperson, there are services that the municipality is doing, and to cover those services, we use investment.
No. There are these services. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. I don't know, minister of what, but you know, he's kind of up, you can tell. He's asking, you counting all these millions, right? 106 million, 120 million, this millions. You guys are sharing, right? Cool. What I want to know is, what are you guys doing to be worth the millions? Nah, the nigga's shaking. When he gives answers, it's something left. The moment someone does that, just know it's a lie. Just know it's a lie, bro. I don't know, for some reason when you are caught lying, your system kind of shuts off. You get too nervous and you just answer nonsense. They're like, what do you do, you know, for you guys to be worth these millions? The services. He keeps saying services. We don't want to hear services. You guys, you do this, he does this, she does this, who does that? That's what, you know, he wants to hear.
Answer this question. So
he's just smiling, bro. About that, we just wanna eat the money.
don't worry. If you don't answer now, you're gonna answer later. What do you do? Do you really need 140 of you to 125 of you to do it? Whether in fact this money could have just gone to 2 people and the rest went to services. I'm asking you, what do you then do once you've been paid? Sorry?
What? He doesn't even know.
Gee, I said wait for the next month's salary. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the municipal manager. We'll come to you, Mayor, afterwards. Municipal manager, you've now received 153 million rand throughout the whole year. What were you paid for?
There is an important question that was asked by the...
Look, municipal manager, listen. You see, all of these gentlemen and ladies here are politicians.
Okay.
The same way that these lower-ranking ANC members had no clear job that they are being paid for is the same for senior politicians.
They are caught. It's over. The question was so simple, but you guys were shaking. You are caught. Exposed.
From MPs to deputy ministers and ministers all the way to the president, whose inactivity leads us to even forget that he exists. What has he been doing all year? He spent his time doing the G20 and now there's nothing to show for it. The city is dirty again as soon as the G20 was gone. Fellow citizens, when it comes to any job, performance review is one way to check whether the person you employed is doing what you pay them to do. And speaking of which, we as citizens have employed these politicians. Are we rating their performance? How are we scoring them as deserving or not deserving of our vote in this year and in 2029? Leave a comment below stating which party you voted for and if you deem them as deserving or not. All our deputy ministers and ministers should have measurable deliverables. Basically, if it is the Home Affairs Minister, we need to hear that he's expected to deport so many people within a certain period. He needs to raid homes and workplaces. He needs to make sure that all IDs, birth, death, and marriage certificates are being processed urgently. Waiting periods must be cut down to such and such. Instead, we have nothing. It's up to the minister to either work hard or be lazy. And if the minister chooses to be lazy, it's up to him. If he chooses to be stupid, it's up to him. And he will still get that salary increase. How have we accepted this disrespect for so long? How?
Series of performance plans, strategies, etc. that took 18 months to sign, and thereafter this will then be presented to ministers with the minister, with the president, deputy president and her department present in January, and these agreements will then, this review process will begin with ministers.
So basically, it took more than 1 year, or to be exact, 18 months, which is nearly 2 years for the president of the nation, Cyril Ramaphosa, to come up with a way to measure the ministers on their performance. Almost 2 years. It is clear that there is no way now, and there was no way to measure them before. Yet they expect us to be happy with these salary increases. What's the most painful part of all of this to me is the fact that there are people suffering in our country because resources are not being given to our people in order for them to live well and thrive. For example, look at this.
Earlier this year, the Department of Health told Parliament that South Africa's public health facilities have lost over 125,000 healthcare professionals, ranging from doctors, nurses and pharmacists and other medical administrative staff since 2013. Recently, Charlotte Maxeke Academic Hospital has seen a rise in the 25,000 healthcare professionals, ranging from doctors, nurses and pharmacists and other medical administrative staff since 2013. Recently, Charlotte Maxeke Academic Hospital has seen a rise in the resignation of specialist doctors such as cardiologists and ENT specialists.
Well, our take is that we are losing doctors, and the main driving factor is austerity measures that have been put in place. And they have been trying to make savings by cutting the wage bill. Now, unfortunately, that means what is on the ground is unable to deal with the headcount. So that's basically one of the first issues that is causing this, the ongoing austerity measures. And it's also one of the issues of investment in infrastructure. Within our infrastructure, we've got outdated equipment. We have malfunctioning systems. I could want to do a Caesar only to find that we don't have a blood gas machine, or the scope that I need is broken and was not fixed by SCM. So there's a lot of issues that are not just about the money, because yes, everybody would like to get an increase, but it's also about coming to work and being able to practice your craft. Most of the equipment would be outdated, so they're unable then to execute.
Yeah, these people are out here having salary increases, hundreds of thousands, 200 of thousands, while some places don't even have, basic like health care and other things, man.
What they've been taught.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, austerity measures in hospitals and clinics, doctors repairing their own equipment, shortage of doctors leading to unnecessary delays and even deaths. They forget about these and many other service delivery failures, but these leaders never forget to ask about salary increases for themselves.
Patients are now on a very long waiting list. We've got auto lists going into mid next year, because there is just such a shortage.
This is nonsense. These are not public servants. These are selfish bloodsuckers who don't think twice about you and I as they are driven in cars that are funded by us, when they sleep in houses paid for by us, live their best lives on our taxes. What a shame, ladies and gents. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you.
Yeah, the leaders, man, Yeah, the leaders, they'll always be those ones who are corrupt. And that must come to an end, man. It's not great. You guys comment down below and tell me what you think about the situation and how South Africa is looking. How can we solve it? Like, comment down below, man. I'm tapping with you. Love you. Take care.